Freedom, it's a word that holds a lot of meaning, but how do we truly buy back our freedom? Welcome to Eskemoz. Today we've got 15 ways for you to reclaim control over your life and buy back your freedom. We spend so much of our lives working, chasing that next paycheck. But what if I told you that you have more control over your income than you think? It's not just about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about understanding where your money is going and making conscious choices about how you spend and save. When you have a handle on your finances, when you're not living paycheck to paycheck, that's when you start to feel a sense of freedom. You have the freedom to make choices that align with your values, not just your bank account. Think about it. What brings you joy? Often the things that bring us the most happiness don't require a lot of money, but they do require something precious, our time. And when you control your income, you're essentially buying back your time. You're freeing yourself from the shackles of financial stress and opening up possibilities for a more fulfilling life. Now, I know what you're thinking, Oprah, that's easier said than done. And you're right, changing your financial situation takes time and effort, but it starts with a decision to take control of your life, your career, your destiny. Many of us are stuck in jobs that drain our energy, jobs that leave us feeling uninspired and unfulfilled. But life is too short to spend 40 hours a week feeling miserable. If you're in a job that's sucking the life out of you, it's time to ask yourself, what do I really want? What kind of work would make me jump out of bed in the morning? The point is, you have the power to make a change. Sometimes, the biggest obstacle to our freedom isn't our job or our finances. It's ourselves. It's the baggage we carry from the past, the mistakes we've made, the hurts that we haven't let go of. We can't change the past, but we can change how we let it define us. Holding on to anger, resentment, and guilt is like carrying a heavy weight on our shoulders. Forgiveness is not about condoning someone else's actions. It's about liberating ourselves. It's about acknowledging the pain, learning from the experience, and then making a conscious choice to let go of the negativity. When we forgive ourselves and others, we break free from the chains of the past. We create space for new opportunities and experiences to enter our lives. The future is uncertain, and that's both exciting and terrifying. It's easy to get caught up in worrying about what might happen, what could go wrong. But all that worry does is rob us of the joy of the present moment. It steals our peace and keeps us stuck in a cycle of fear and anxiety. The truth is, we can't control the future, but what we can control is how we choose to think, feel, and act right now. When we let go of worry, we free ourselves to experience the beauty of life as it unfolds. Life is not a dress rehearsal. We don't get a do-over. This moment right now is all we have, and far too often, we let it slip away. We're so busy rushing to the next thing, checking off items on our to-do lists, that we forget to savor the journey. But the journey is where life happens. When we slow down and pay attention, we discover that life is full of wonder and beauty. Let's talk about building real, lasting freedom. Freedom that allows you to live life on your own terms without being tied to a 9-to-5 grind. One powerful way to achieve this is through passive income. Passive income is about creating streams of income that continue to flow even when you're not actively working. It's about putting your money to work for you so you can break free from the cycle of trading time for money. Think about it. What are you passionate about? What skills do you have? Could you create an online course, write an ebook, or develop an app that generates income while you sleep? The key is to find something that aligns with your interests and expertise, and then to take action. Debt can feel like a heavy chain around your neck, holding you back from experiencing true financial freedom. It can limit your choices, create stress and anxiety, and prevent you from pursuing your dreams. But here's the good news. You can break free from the shackles of debt. It starts with a commitment to yourself, a decision to take control of your finances and create a brighter future. There are many different debt repayment strategies out there, but the most important thing is to find one that works for you and your budget. Whether it's the snowball method, the avalanche method, or something else entirely, the key is to be consistent and disciplined in your efforts. Remember, every dollar you put towards paying down debt is a dollar that's working for you, not against you. Sometimes the things that hold us back the most are not external circumstances, but rather internal struggles. Addictions and toxic relationships can be incredibly powerful forces in our lives, keeping us trapped in cycles of self-destruction and unhappiness. But even in the darkest of times, it's important to remember that you are not alone. There is hope, and there is help available. Reaching out for support takes courage, but it's often the first step towards breaking free from these destructive patterns. Whether it's seeking therapy, joining a support group, or confiding in a trusted friend or family member, asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. You deserve to live a life free from addiction and toxicity. Imagine a life where you're not tied to a specific location, where you can work from anywhere in the world with an internet connection. That's the beauty of the digital age. With a little creativity and determination, you can create a lifestyle that allows you to travel the world, experience new cultures, and work from exotic locations. Whether it's becoming a freelance writer, a virtual assistant, or starting an online business, there are countless ways to generate income online. The key is to find something that you're passionate about, that aligns with your skills and interests. That's the power of freedom. We all have those tasks on our to-do list that we dread, those mundane and repetitive chores that suck up our time and energy. But what if I told you that you don't have to do it all yourself? Delegation is one of the most powerful tools for reclaiming your time and freeing yourself to focus on the things that matter most. Whether it's hiring a virtual assistant to handle your emails and scheduling, outsourcing your bookkeeping to a professional, or simply asking a family member to help with household chores, delegating tasks can significantly reduce your workload and free up your time. Remember, your time is precious. Don't waste it on tasks that can be easily outsourced or delegated to others. For some, freedom means disconnecting from the hustle and bustle of modern life and embracing a simpler, more self-sufficient lifestyle. It means growing your own food, generating your own energy, and living in harmony with nature. Now, I understand that not everyone is cut out for a life off the grid, but even if you're not ready to ditch your smartphone and move to the wilderness, there are still ways to incorporate elements of self-sufficiency into your life. Perhaps it's starting a small garden in your backyard, learning how to can and preserve food, or simply becoming more mindful of your consumption habits. Every step you take towards self-sufficiency is a step towards greater freedom and independence. True freedom is about more than just having financial security or the ability to travel the world. It's about finding your purpose, discovering what makes you feel alive, and making a meaningful contribution to the world. What are you passionate about? What breaks your heart? What do you want your legacy to be? These are big questions, but they're worth reflecting on. When you align your actions with your values, when you're living a life that feels authentic and meaningful, that's when you experience true freedom. It's not about seeking external validation. It's about finding inner peace and fulfillment. Now, some might say that having a home, a loving partner, and a consistent income sounds more like a recipe for stability than freedom. And while it's true that these things provide a sense of security and grounding, they can also be incredible sources of freedom. When you have a safe and loving home, it becomes a sanctuary, a place where you can recharge and reconnect with yourself and your loved ones. A loving partner provides companionship, support, and a sense of belonging, freeing you to be your most authentic self. Freedom is not about being alone. It's about being surrounded by people who love and support you, who encourage you to grow and become the best version of yourself. One of the most fundamental freedoms we have is the freedom of expression, the right to speak our minds and share our thoughts and beliefs without fear of censorship or reprisal. But true freedom of speech goes beyond just having the right to speak. It's about having the courage to use our voices to speak up for what we believe in, to challenge injustice, and to advocate for positive change. The freedom of speech is a precious right, one that countless individuals have fought and died to protect. It's the cornerstone of a democratic society, allowing for the free exchange of ideas, the challenging of authority, and the pursuit of truth. But freedom of speech comes with responsibilities. True freedom of speech is about using our voices responsibly, with respect and empathy for others. We believe these strategies can help you pave a path towards a freer, satisfying life. Thank you for joining us at Eskemoz. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more.